Hi guys, welcome to Shiva Science Perseverance Software Training Institute. Alright, welcome to SSP now. Today we'll dive and understand into what the most hearing words, terminologies these days, which are mostly related to artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. And many of the students, right, face complex understanding and about all this terminologies, right? But let's make this really easy so that you guys are comfortable what these are exactly and what these does, all right? So that we basically can kickstart a career if needed, right? But here and there, everywhere, we are hearing all these words like artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, etc., generative AI, etc. Many of these in our regular day-to-day life, right? And so let's understand, let's get a complete clarity on what these are, all right. So the very first thing is in this particular lecture, like session, we'll understand AI, ML, and DL, which is deep learning. All right. So I have highlighted deep learning. In special, I have expanded it here. So it has a deep meaning. We'll get into that later. But firstly, let's understand what is AI, right? See, basically, let me explain you that AI stands for artificial intelligence. It's very simple to really simplify it, right? So it is a technology where machines actually mimic the behavior of humans. Meaning of that is, so see, humans, we think in a way, we learn in a way, we make decisions in a way, right? So all this aspects of a human will be actually handled by missions as well, like humans. That is where we are telling artificial intelligence is a technology which mimics human behavior. So same as humans, it will start how the human thinks. It in the sense missions, right? Mission starts thinking like human, learning like human, responding like human, requesting like human, taking decisions like human, many of this, all right? So see, it's basically the thing is we have something like programming languages, or we will be seeing from past many decades, right? So programming languages like C, Java, Python, everything as such, right? So basically, these languages are something like a developer will develop something, all right? For example, so he needs a calculator software. He writes a program and he develops the software. So he will tell, the human will tell, okay, if somebody requests this, respond with this. So human designs everything here. So, but in case of artificial intelligence, it's more than that. It's much far than that, all right? So AI is all about completely enabling missions to think like human, learn like human, adopt like human, request like human, respond like human, take decisions like humans. So but how we communicate to missions, we as if as in humans, how humans communicate to missions, to do all this, right? So you got to know AI is a technology where missions will behave like humans and you know help us in our daily life, day-to-day tasks, correct? That's fine. But we need to supply something to missions, right? Humans need to supply something so that missions can think like us, learn like us, decisions, make decisions like us, many of such factors. So that process is nothing but we need to pass some data to the mission so that they can learn from it, all right? So I hope AI is clear now. So let's now jump on to machine learning, all right? So now machine learning, I can tell it is a subset of AI, right? It is a type of AI again, right? So ideally, meaning what is the meaning of subset. Why I highlighted a subset is, within artificial intelligence, which is a master technology, we have a subset like machine learning. By the name implies, it tells that a machine to learn something, correct? So the thing is, when we discussed about AI, we discussed about injecting the data to the machines. So the process of actually injecting the data to the machines, all right, so that the machine can actually learn from the data and improve the performance in case of how to basically work on a task, respond to a task. Okay, instead of programming you know bits and pieces, within bits and pieces, right? Now we have this machine learning where we let machines to learn from the data which is injected. So it is not required for human now to basically program each and everything and feed that to machines. So it is now required to just pass on the data. From the data, machines learn and respond to the task. So this helps us in actually avoiding uh, a program or a development for every task precisely. All right, so this is all about ML. So I hope it was very clear, right? You can comments if anything else required. All right, fine, fine. So we understood what is AI, and we understood what is ML, and we also got to know that ML is a subset of AI. Now, within ML again, we have something like deep learning. All right. So, if you see this also, the word implies deep. We'll come to that, right? The thing is, what is deep learning? It is again a subset of machine learning. All right. So, machine learning is a subset of AI. Now, deep learning is a subset of machine learning, right? So here what happens is, see, we have humans have something like brain where we have neural networks, everything as such, which is the core thing, how a human think, how he respond, how he everything is such, right? All right. So now for the missions to mimic, right, like human, even for missions, they should be thinking like us, correct? So deep learning is something, it is again a subset of machine learning which actually uses an artificial neural network. All right, deep learning is all about, it is again a subset of machine learning where we have something like artificial neural networks. Okay, so that it helps us to mimic missions to actually think like how human brain works. All right, how human it's not only about thinking, it's about many other things, right? So everything, the end-to-end operations within a human brain is actually you know uh, should be known by a machine now, because it should be thinking like us, correct? So for that reason, we have something like deep learning which has artificial neural networks so that it can mimic like the same human brain. All right, fine. So now the neural networks actually, right, it has many layers even in human brains. Now here also it has many layers, because of the same we have the term deep you know available over there. That is where it is called as deep learning. If you see, machine learning and deep learning, correct? So even within machine learning, this is the core aspect, like we should definitely utilize an artificial neural network so that machine completely thinks like the human, so that we have something artificially for the machines to mimic like how the human brain actually works. All right, fine guys. So this actually helps the system to learn many complex patterns, large amount of data, everything is such. All right, fine guys, I hope this is clear. So the presentation is done by team SSP, Shiva Perseverance. And so for online trainings and courses, you can contact the displayed I mean, the updated numbers in the description. Thank you so much for your time. Bye bye. Have a nice day and rest of the life.